No one else is going to tell you this, so I'm going to be the one to do it. You are allowed to leave your perfect husband, the kind of guy that all your friends and family love. They say you're so lucky to have found him. He checks all the boxes and he really cares about you. You're allowed to end that relationship.
Men are losing their mind over a recent video.
I'm gonna let it play. Discernment. Not today, Satan. I'm gonna let it play.
Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her. And she's been dating for these past 3 years. And so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been, okay? And she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious.
So long, Mr. Love.
Hello, and welcome back to the episode here on the Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel, Marcus. Thanks so much for stopping by seeing the episode here on the Bridge where we're talking about good things, great things, and of course positive things as well. Here on the Bridge, we believe in long-lasting relationships, bridging the gap between men and women. Of course, the genders, this is whatever you want to call it, so we can be better, do better as a community, as a culture. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, like button, notification bell as well. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you. Today's topic, we are talking about when it comes to allowing others to infiltrate your relationship or your marriage, more importantly, your family, other people's opinions and other people from the internet who don't even know you, who don't even know your dynamic between you and your person, your family member, whatever, right? Don't allow that to destroy everything or diminish what you already have, what you've already built. And what we're looking at today, the Poor Man Podcast, big shout out to the Poor Man Podcast. Love his channel and his insight. And the video title today is Woman Regrets Divorcing Her Husband of 11 Years Because She Wanted Fun. Should be a doozy. I'll leave my final thoughts at the very end of the video as always. And big shout out to all the new subscribers, the viewers as well. Really appreciate you guys. We have like 15, 16 new subscribers since the last video. We are blessed. We love it. You are now a bridge builder if you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you. Let's get straight to the video.
No one else is going to tell you this, so I'm going to be the one to do it. You are allowed to leave your perfect husband, the kind of guy that all your friends and family love. They say you're so lucky to have found him. He checks all the boxes and he really cares about you. You're allowed to end that relationship.
Men are losing their mind over a recent video.
I'm gonna let it play. Discernment. Not today, Satan. I'm gonna let it play.
That I made.
Hello, I'm Editing Marcus here on the Bridge Reacts, Bridge Between Us, the Bridge, the channel that you are watching today. And I want to talk about today's sponsor. It won't take long at all. If you need some kind of mobile detailing instead of driving far and wide looking for someone who is reliable, who has great customer satisfaction, how about call somebody or text somebody who will come to you? And they do exactly that. When it comes to cars, trucks, vans, motorcycles, even marine vehicles, if it's a vehicle, holler at them, check them out, text them or call them at this number right here, 804-204-9028. That's 804-204-9028. He'll get you right, man. Make sure that your car, your vehicle is sparkling, looking nice inside and outside. He got you. Thanks so much for Royal Treatment Mobile Detailing for sponsoring today's video. Back to the video.
Explaining how you leaving a good guy doesn't make you a bad person. Your spouse doesn't have to be abusive in order for your feelings of wanting to leave to be valid. There are dozens of reasons why marriages fall apart, and a lot of them have nothing to do with somebody being a bad person. Here are some examples. Financial problems, growing apart, communication issues, addiction, too much arguing, lack of emotional or physical intimacy, one spouse just isn't carrying their weight in the marriage, maybe you married too young or for the wrong reasons, opposing values or lack of shared interests, or maybe you just live like platonic roommates. Those are all very common reasons for divorce. And
However, are you just doing that? Pause first, just a second. It's going to be a shorter video. Are you just going straight to divorce versus trying to have that conversation? Because one of the things you pointed out, communication, having a conversation, talking things out. I feel like a lot of people just give up. And again, I've said this so many times. I'll probably say this every video, but I'm not married as of now. I have no children. I don't have my own family per se that I've created myself. Are you communicating? Are you able to even have that conversation? Is the other person willing to have the conversation with you? Are you guys going to therapy, counseling? Because if you just give up, if you just break the family apart, what is the real reason for marriage? It's not a glorified boyfriend and girlfriend or just a thing that you do at the altar. It's between you and that other person. It should be between you and that other person and God. If you don't believe in that, this might not be the channel for you. Why do we even get married in the first place? It's a real question.
And it doesn't make you or your spouse a bad person.
Y'all, imagine being married, asking for a divorce for a specific reason, and then regretting that later. Okay, so there was this woman on TikTok who made a video about her friend. So her and her friend went out recently, and her friend was married for 11 years to a man that she thought they were going to be together forever and ever and ever, because they were just a super cute couple. They had a really good dynamic, and they got along really well and never had crazy issues, right? So she's now divorced and has been divorced for 3 years. And so she asks her, like, oh, like, why did you end up, getting divorced? And she said, well, I am the one who asked for the divorce because I got bored. She said
Okay. Shameful.
Oh, no.
Again, my question, why do we get married in the first place? What, are we taking it seriously? If you're in a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend and you're bored and the person won't change, then yeah, well, why would you stay there? Marriage, of course, I don't think. I'm gonna let them finish. Leave my final thoughts at the very end. Hold on, Marcus.
That's why people end up on the news. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying in this particular circumstance,
Yeah.
I could understand. If I seen it on the news in the morning, I wouldn't be surprised, is what I'm saying here. Imagine you go to work for 11 years, and that's just the time you married. I'm sure there was a courting phase where they were dating, engaged, all these different types of phases. You've been going to work every day for 11 years to provide a life for this woman where she can stay home and be with the kids. And in my opinion, that's a privilege. She can stay home and be with the kids. You've been worried about what you're going to do for the kids when they got to go back to school. You done built up this 401k. All the different worries that come with being a man that provides for his household. And this woman says that she's going to leave and take half of everything you work for and sail off into the sunset because she's bored. I'm not saying it should be that way, but if men were as violent as the media tries to make us out to be, you'd see a lot more people on the news because of stuff like this. There'd be a lot more of these types of stories on the news, that's for sure. Because I could understand how that'd make you start walking around your house dumping gasoline out. That's all I'm saying.
Relationship got really boring.
Does not justify you crashing out to that extent, but I can kind of understand where you're coming from. Like, you did all that and created a home and a house and stability, and she wants to leave all that, divide the family, potentially traumatize the children because she's bored.
She was a stay-at-home mom. All he did was work, and they were well off. So this guy is putting in a lot of hours and a lot of work time so that way they can live the comfortable life they were living. Okay, he paying all the bills. So she said she got bored always being home, taking care of the kids, and not really having them time or doing like spontaneous fun stuff.
Did you talk to him? Did you have that conversation? Was he willing to change, or he just didn't want to change at all? You didn't have that conversation? These are important questions.
Well, she would tell him about it, and he would try to take her out and try to do stuff, but it just felt like it wasn't enough, and it wasn't the same for her.
My questions were answered. That I didn't see this whole video yet. I just saw beginning parts of it, and I saw the title. But like, if he was willing to change and that still wasn't good enough, like if you're either a bad communicator or you just cannot be pleased. You just cannot be satisfied. And maybe he dodged the bullet, but it's sad for the kids because you were bored. You ruined the family. Tia Mowry.
Telling y'all right now, this is FOMO. She's dealing with major FOMO. She feels like she wants to feel young again. And this comes from social media, by the way. And this is why I be saying that what porn does to men is what social media does to women in terms of your expectations of who you're going to be.
Can we run that back? What prawn does to men and men's mental well-being of thinking how, physical intimacy is supposed to be between you and that woman is what social media does to women in their skewed mind of thinking how their life should be. Is this very lavish. Not all women, not all men. We're not generalizing everybody. But for an alarming amount of women and men who are looking at prawn or looking at social media, you have a skewed perception of what your reality should be like. And that's not reality. You're not supposed to go on trips every other day. It's okay. It's okay not to. It's okay to save up for the next year to go on a really nice trip with the family. It's okay. It's okay to be, experimental and have fun and do other things and ask questions and spice up the marriage and stuff like that, or the relationship. It's okay to do that, but not to act like it's a prawn scene. It's not, it's very skewed. We have to live in reality. That's the sweet spot. Let's stop chasing happiness. Let me get out of my final thoughts and just play the rest of the video that I'm gonna play. We'll get to my final thoughts.
There are a lot of guys that I've seen in relationships with good women, and they want to challenge these women to do certain things because they've been watching these movies, these adult movies, and they think that a good woman is going to do the same things that these girls are going to do in these adult movies, and it's not reality.
Right.
That's what social media does to the female brain. Women get on these sites, and I'm telling you guys, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, or you dating somebody, whatever it may be, everything out in the media tells your woman to sacrifice the family for the sake of her own happiness. It's in the music, it's in the movies, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok. And
again, we're not generalizing and saying every woman, we're not saying that, but an alarming amount. Yes, there are a lot of propaganda that's telling women, hey, like if you're bored, if you just feel slightly like this is not going 100% exactly what you imagine to be, I mean, just leave, be unhappy, be scorn about things, like show some resentment, just don't listen to all that jargon. It's just so stupid. Be you, get some help, communicate with your mans. If he's not willing to listen, try counseling. If he can't even do that, go from there. This is not all fits all kind of advice, but I imagine this would help the issue out here, right?
Almost all the women are cheering each other on to do these types of things to their own families, and it's just FOMO. She on Instagram
Misery
watching
loves
people's
company.
highlights, not watching the full game, assuming that she's missing out on something. Because from my understanding, it's a privilege to be a stay-at-home wife. That's just my understanding.
The privilege to have an amazing woman by your side and who actually wants to continue with this marriage, this unity, and build and grow and heal together. That's an amazing thing too, right?
Boring, if you flip the word and you're more positive about your lifestyle, just means peaceful. And at a certain age, you would assume that people would
Let me get to my final thoughts, Poor Man Podcast.
start to take peace over excitement, which is really just no stability. And I'm telling you right now, FOMO has ruined a lot of marriages.
It's been 11 years. Spice it up. You do something. Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her. And she's been dating for these past 3 years. And so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been, okay? And she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's
Of course.
not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious.
I'm going to, of course, put the video in the description. You can check out the rest of the video, but I'm going to get to my final thoughts. We're getting a little bit longer than I wanted to for the video, so my final thoughts, right? When it comes to boredom in relationships and marriages, again, I am no marriage counselor. I'm just someone who's observant. I've been in relationships. I'm in a relationship. I'm just trying to say the things that I think are the best. And of course, there's a comment section. So if you want to give me feedback and if you want to not argue, but we have positive discourse in the comment section, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. But my thoughts are that you should never chase happiness. Stop chasing happiness, because happiness is a feeling. And what are feelings, ladies and gentlemen? Fleeting. Just like sadness, depression, happiness, fleeting feelings. We all are happy at times, sad at times, depressed, anxiety, stuff, whatever, right? You shouldn't feel those feelings 24/7, all day, every waking moment of your life. Even happiness. You're okay to feel not so happy sometimes. A tragedy happens. You lose your job. You lose the loved one. I don't know. Armageddon happens, right? World War III. Let's not speak on it. But, some crazy stuff can happen and you might not be happy in that moment. That's okay. Just like sadness, depression, whatever. We should all chase or find peace. That is the main message right there. Like if you're bored, again, maybe have that conversation. If he's unwilling to have that conversation or she is unwilling to have that conversation, it can go both ways. Then counseling, you have to maybe bring somebody else into it, not just pray. I'm a believer in prayer, but it takes more than that sometimes. I agree. As a Christian man, I agree. And bringing maybe not just a pastor, but like maybe marriage counselor, someone else who has the credentials, not me, not the bridge. We just talk things out here. and give opinions and hopefully spread the right information. That's what we're here for. But if they're unwilling to do those things and have a conversation, communicate, willing to change, willing to see where you're coming from, willing to see where they're, at and where you're at, in a sense, go from there. But I mean, just giving up, especially if he is trying in 11 years with children, you're a horrible person. You're not a great, maybe not a horrible person. You're not a great person. You're definitely a horrible wife, terrible wife, and not that great of a mother if you want to break the family apart just because you're bored. What do your children think? It's not always about you. That's the reality of the fact. I'm not someone that believes that once you're in a marriage, it's all about the family and the children and nothing is about you. I don't agree with that entirely. I don't. I think you're still an individual. You're still a person. Yes, you have to still take care of yourself. You still have to love yourself, value yourself, and do what you need for yourself. But it is not only about you anymore. That's just the reality of the fact of the matter, that it's no longer just about you. Once you're married, you have kids, it's not about you all the time. At least split it 50-50. Like, you need to put in a lot of energy towards the relationship, not just your children, but the relationship with the other person too. Technically in the Bible, I'm not getting too biblical, but you should be putting that energy more towards your spouse than your children. Your children matter. They're supposed to be your world to a degree, right? I'm not a father, but I'm just saying, right? They should matter to you a ton, a gargantuan amount, right? But your spouse, because if you don't have a right with your spouse, the dominoes just fall. It's a domino effect, and then that just ruins everything. So that's just my take on it. You guys can tell me your take. 11 years. Wow. Because you wanted fun. And he tried to be fun. Allegedly, that's what, the lady said, that he was trying to spice things up and be adventurous and stuff. It just wasn't good enough for her. So either she's not a great communicator, which she should have worked on instead of destroying the family, or maybe, she's just ungrateful and she can't be pleased, can't be satisfied, which maybe this divorce had to be the only outcome of that, because I don't know. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys. Once again, please subscribe, like button, notification bell as well. And if you like the cut, definitely got the cut done from Haba, Haba, off of West Broad Street, and put the link in the description. Big shout out to Billy and in the shop, Mr. D, who also owns the shop. And you guys have a nice one once again. I will see you in the next video, and take care of yourselves.